So the ceasefire in Lebanon, as we said a moment ago, is supposed to be taking effect literally right now. It's 7 minutes past the hour, top of the hour, was when the ceasefire was supposed to be taking into effect. That doesn't look like much of a ceasefire, Admiral. This is live in Beirut right now. What would you say?
Well, one of the hardest parts of these networks, first off, this is Hezbollah conducting these actions, and then we're having a ceasefire with Lebanon. And Hezbollah is clearly a proxy of Iran. And so who is in control of those forces that own those rockets right now is probably a matter of debate. And then you take into the kinetic actions that have gone on over the last few days between Israel and Lebanon, and there've likely been command and control nodes that have been severed, and it's far more difficult to control the forces that you can see clearly right now that are still engaged in hostilities. And so there are several factors going on here and we may not see a ceasefire because they may not be able to control some of these forces.
We'll come back to it in a moment. The shot's up. Let's listen just to the night of Beirut, supposedly 8 minutes after a ceasefire went in. Let's just listen for a moment. So we watch it almost every night, Admiral, and this is, this is about as active as we've seen it,
Yeah.
Does that tell you something that, you might be right? I mean, the communication might have, I think we saw that with the ceasefire with Iran, but it could be something completely different here. I guess we'll find out. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that, there are lots of factions within the country that simply don't support a ceasefire right now.
Yeah. All right, we'll listen for another moment here, see if it dies down.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me to see some return fire coming shortly.
Are you able to even describe what you think we're looking at and hearing?
Well, for the most part, what you see right now is outgoing fire.
Yeah.
And so, and that's why I said, Israel is bound to retaliate shortly. And they've got, I'm sure, forces on alert, and they were prepared for this eventuality if the ceasefire did not take hold. It's hard to even say the ceasefire broke because it doesn't appear that it ever even took hold. So there may be, there may have to be another attempt to broker a ceasefire.
Right, so it looks like outgoing fire to you. It couldn't be any kind of a celebratory gunfire or something like that for people. Well, that doesn't. Is there any possibility? No. Nothing like that, right? I just saw it as the camera position we have panned to the left. That looks like some serious stuff.
And those tracer rounds that you see are, that's not all of the rounds. There are plenty of rounds that don't have tracer fire attached to them in between all of those rounds.
Okay. From our perspective, we won't characterize it necessarily in any specific way definitively, because we don't know for 100% what we're looking at, but we'll take your experience into account certainly in describing it. What I would ask you is kind of a broader question about how all of that fits into what you and I were just talking about in Iran, like whether a ceasefire does go into effect and hold versus doesn't in Lebanon, and how it affects the path to peace, whether it's an extension of a ceasefire or a broader deal in Iran.
Well, I think Iran has been clear that they considered a ceasefire with Lebanon to be part of their ceasefire deal. And I think the U.S. has been very clear that that was not the case. And so clearly there's, some diametrically opposed positions as you're talking about what's included in the ceasefire. So, this is really between Israel and Lebanon to do. And the real question is going to be whether or not Lebanon is going to continue to abide active terrorist groups operating on their soil. And given, where Iran is right now and their, the funding sources being cut off by the lack of oil, their ability to fund these proxy groups that are all throughout the Middle East is going to be compromised. And so it's a good opportunity if Lebanon wants to join the rest of the world in not being a state sponsor of terrorism. Now would be a great time for them to take advantage of this situation.
Yeah. Is it all their choice, even if they do decide, or is Hezbollah just too embedded in the culture and even the government there?
That's a very, very good question. And I'm not a Lebanon expert, so I'm not one that can really answer that.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.